Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by lush green hills, lived a man. The man was known far and wide for his lush garden, filled with blooming flowers of every color, scent, and size. People would visit from neighboring villages to marvel at his garden, often praising his hard work and dedication. But what they didn't know was that the man was constantly battling negativity. Inside his mind, a shadowy voice whispered doubts and discouragements. "You're not good enough. Your flowers are not as beautiful as they could be. And what's the point of all this effort?" No matter how vibrant his garden was, the man felt trapped by his own thoughts. One day, an old traveler passed through the village and stopped by the man's garden. The traveler, with a serene smile and wise eyes, noticed the man looking troubled despite the beauty surrounding him. "Why do you look so sad, my friend?" the traveler asked. The man sighed. "I try my best to make this garden beautiful, but no matter what I do, I feel like it's not enough. Negativity creeps into my mind, telling me I'm failing." The traveler nodded thoughtfully and said, "Come, let me teach you a lesson." The traveler asked the man to fetch a bag of salt and a glass of water. Confused but curious, the man complied. The traveler poured a handful of salt into the glass and stirred it. "Now drink," the traveler said. The man took a sip and immediately spat it out. "It's so bitter," he exclaimed. The traveler then led the man to a nearby lake. He poured the same amount of salt into the water and asked the man to drink from the lake. Hesitantly, the man cupped his hands, took a sip, and found the water refreshing. "Did you taste the salt?" asked the traveler. "No," replied the man. "The lake is so vast that the salt dissolved completely." The traveler smiled. "You see, the salt is like negativity. If your mind is small like the glass, even a little negativity will overwhelm you. But if your mind is vast like the lake, the negativity will have no effect. The key is to expand your perspective." The man pondered the traveler's words. He realized that his focus had been too narrow, fixating on imperfections and self-doubt. Instead, he needed to embrace the bigger picture. The joy his garden brought to others, the beauty of nature, and the satisfaction of his hard work. From that day on, the man began to practice gratitude. Every time negativity crept into his mind, he reminded himself of the things he was thankful for. The laughter of children playing near his garden, the chirping of birds in the morning, and the compliments from visitors. Slowly but surely, his perspective grew wider, and the voice of negativity faded. Years later, the man's garden became more than just a place of beauty. It became a symbol of hope for the villagers, a reminder that overcoming negativity starts with nurturing positivity within ourselves. And so, the man learned that while we cannot stop negativity from entering our lives, we can choose how much space we allow it to take. Like the lake that embraced the salt, a vast perspective can dissolve even the bitterest doubts. Expand your perspective, focus on the positive, and let your inner strength dissolve even the bitterest doubts, just like the salt in the lake. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more uplifting content. Share this story with someone who needs a little positivity today. Let us create a better world by learning and sharing these values.